culture, it's just a continuation 1800 but couldn't. If you can take a nation's children, you'll eradicate that nation, because without any...
Yeah. You know, if you can take... Hell, the sweet spot is if you can get the children before they even become children. Why, if you can target the children in the womb with government policy, government money, government assistance, government placement, government public service announcements, people. Government public service announcements. If you can target a people's babies, if you can target their infants, hell, we won't even have to worry about adopting them out. Don't even have to worry about that.
Sought to accomplish in the 1700s and 1800s, but couldn't. If you can take a nation's children, you'll eradicate that nation, because without any children, you literally do not have a nation anymore. And the folks who are fighting ICWA understand that.
You remember here when we were talking about, I was talking a couple of weeks ago, going in on Kyrie Irving, hearing these folks, I showed you about the Asians and fighting affirmative action, and their group is basically representing them pro bono. Guess what? These Brackings, the Brackings are being represented pro bono.
Where we going, guys? Where we going?
Got black folk rotting away in prison and can't get a lawyer. But if you want to attack black people, or if you want to empower yourself as white folk to potentially attack black people, attorneys at the ready. They're ready to take your case. No standing in line. No public defender for you. Oh, no. No public defender for you. You get kicked straight to the front of the line. You get all the help you need. Unlimited legal resources.
I mean, the youth at Standing Rock, the tribal leaders showed up, but at first it was kids, children. It was children who are protected by it, who stood up and said no to that activity because they had relatives who were buried.
Taking effective fire!
And the pipeline didn't like that, right? But if you can eliminate those nations, if those nations no longer exist, then I think oil and gas understands there's a lot more profit to be had.
Sound familiar? You see, it was black youth, it was young black people who took to the streets after Trayvon Martin, after Eric Garner, after Philando Castile, after George Floyd. It was young black people, and we've been documenting it since the very first uprising. Young black people. It's not the old guard. It's not the civil rights generation. It's not the buck-broken generation. It's young black people who are in the streets. Despite all of this chicanery, despite all this evil, it's been young black people who took to the streets. Despite genocidal abortion rates, it's been young black people taking the streets. So the reason why they target your young people in the classrooms, in elementary schools, this is domination. It's no longer, since the law has tripped them up a little bit, it's like, okay, you're no longer able to get to them as well as you could, so go ahead and put this in front of this Supreme Court now. Put it in front of them. They've already knocked off the Voting Rights Act and started gutting the Civil Rights Act. Let's go ahead and see if we can go ahead and do these other ones here and give Anglos unfettered access and control across the society. Let me explain to you what that does. What that does when you give Anglos unfettered access and control across the society is what it does is it encourages non-black, non-white people. If you can follow that. They're non-white people who are not black. It encourages them to claim whiteness. those who can. That is a way of encouraging them. What you do is you make it hell for them. It's like, you know, if you was white, you'd have more privileges and power. Well, who the hell don't want that? Just about everybody else can pass for white or is accepted as white except us. So for everybody else, you put this pressure on them. Hey man, you don't have any privileges over here. You know, white folk do as they please.
Yeah, they behind the gas pumps.
They backed up and
think that's
they
the only
power. You know, you are encouraging other people to pursue being white, to pursue supporting it. Hell, if there's an end for them. And there's a secondary place. It doesn't matter who you are. They got a secondary slot carved out for you.
I didn't know you could come back either until I just saved you.
This you don't die like in the other one.
We can do that. We can make sure you got a secondary slot carved out.
I gotta rescue hostages. I don't know what you need to do, but
you hear, all you have to do is sign on for the agenda.
I ain't found no vest yet.
All you gotta do is sign on for the agenda.
Looking for. And
some
money.
I have cash. Can you buy gear?
Yeah, I got a bunch of money. Let's go.
So yes, ma'am. I am very familiar.
Oh, look in here.
But there's
right here, right?
Don't
Can
like
I buy a
that.
vest
They don't
in
like
here?
that because this is the kind of thing we're not supposed to be talking about.
You can't. Oh, a 3-plate is 35.
I know YouTube is messing with the super heavy tonight because y'all got to understand we're not doing the MSNBC talk over here.
I'll give you some money.
We're not doing that. I'm sitting here bringing you the facts. I'm bringing you the specific laws
Well, here, you need
that
it.
you can quote.
Why don't you buy a 2-plate? Or you got a 3-plate?
I'm showing you how they're empowering and
Never mind.
protecting other people so long as they're not black.
Oh, then buy
Anybody but
plates.
black.
Here, hold on. I'll buy plates.
Asian, Jewish, Arab, Native American, LGBT, any illegal aliens, you're not even citizens. Anybody except black people. It's not an accident. That's policy. And that's the way their devilish policy works.
Oh, you're gonna need more than that,
So
huh?
you got somebody sitting up here in some of my comment section about Stacey Abrams, all these folks sitting up here trying to defend the Democrats.
There's excellence right
They're
there.
up here telling you about we can't do anything like this for you. No, give us what you've given the Native Americans in 1978. What you gave the illegal aliens in 1985. What you've given the Afghans in 2020.
Oh, I took it? Yeah, I don't
The
need it.
Ukrainians in 2022. We want that right
God.
there. The Asians in 2021, 2022. We want the beginning of 2022. We want that right there. We want that.
You need to exfil
We
with
want
those
exactly what they
objectives
got.
to complete
some
your
more money.
activity.
Yeah, go ahead. I'm gonna grab this contract.
You did it for them, and it didn't require a study, a bill, or anything else. You just went ahead and whacked it on right out in the law. Yeah, we want that. And without it, no tangibles, no...
Actually, I didn't even know we could sell that
That's
stuff, because
nice
now I
thing.
just found
There
more
are
stuff I could sell.
others.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to buy you.
But we'll
you're gonna
come
need a
back to
gas
that.
mask, definitely.
In any case, we're going to go ahead and take
I seen that or something. This guy, they were running in the gas over there, the radiation area. He had like 3 gas masks in his pocket.
Seeing about taking some phone calls, so be looking for that here as well. In the
Oh,
meantime,
I just found a gas mask, guys. We're talking about it.
Support tonight's program here on PayPal, Cash App,
You're
or
gonna
Super
need the
Chat.
gas mask.
Big shout out to No
to get on the helicopter.
over there on Cash App. Thank you very much for the support. My girl, Britt the
shit.
Star, we appreciate that. Yimmy and Chadwick, thank you very much for your support here
Let me
tonight.
sell this.
We're going to take a very brief commercial break. This is the Black
Your
Channel.
location.
Hey, I'm Marcus.
What?
For a while, I walked
You're
around with this
approaching the
empty
target
feeling
now.
inside.
Locate and
I had a
secure the
full-time
hostage.
job,
All
but
other personnel are considered
not in the
hostile.
field I wanted to be. But then I came across this
I
book
bought
where
the
it was
plates, I
like
didn't
the
even put
title
them
was
in.
just for me. Guide to being black in IT.
Alright, yeah, we gotta rescue the hostage out of here.
I sat down and read
To this
it
building.
looking out. After I got done, I took advice in the book, practiced in the labs, and got certified. Then I literally got up and applied for a position with this company I've been looking at for a while and got the job. Thanks to that book, I worked my job.
I don't know how many doors we got. 1,
Even in the field. Now,
2, we
this
can breach
is a
different
must-have.
doors at the same time.
Go to www.beingblack.
No, this next one right here. So one of us can go in this door, and one can go in this door. We'll breach 2 different doors at the same time.
I am empowered. I am on code. I am motivated. I am a proud foundationer. My name is Maria Sickles, and nothing will come between us.
Alright, let me know when you're
Buy
ready.
the sci-fi novel.
Well, hold, I'm ready to open the door whenever.
Today at Amazon and Google Play.
Ultra One, actual. The hostage is
I'm
wired
in.
with explosives.
This is
Disarm the
Spirit
vest and
18
secure the objective.
We gotta disarm the explosives.
Story, our family.
Oh shit. They got me. There's 3 coming down the stairs.
Watch your fire!
He's all the way upstairs.
Hand me! I'm over here!
This is Brenda
Ultra
Starr,
One, this is
creator
actual.
of
Hostage is KIA. Abort the contract.
of the book Press
Here, pick me up. Yeah.
1-1.
Press
We
the
need those
button
objectives to secure mission progress.
focal
Move
points
to
that address
extraction.
current and historical issues in
I'm good.
American
Go.
descendants of
My bad.
slave population
No, we good.
and African
We can find
American
another one.
population.
Yep.
The book describes slaveries and its residuals, Jim Crow
Love on the roof.
segregation, social depredation, and other relevant issues to
There's another
American
one.
descendants of slaves and African Americans, including the current political climate that does not address our issues.
Here's a rescue hostage right there.
This is the Black Channel. I am your host, your brother, your humble servant, the Black Authority. And the telephone lines are now open. The number is 646-787-1933. That's 646-787-1933. Your personal access code. You will never hear what you heard tonight on Bowling Ball Martin. You will never hear this on MSNBC. You will never hear this on CBS. Hell, you won't hear this on Al Jazeera. Because the truth of the matter is, it is everybody against black. You won't hear it on
He's going on the backside.
or Univision. You're not going to hear this anywhere except here. Because we are the only media outlet that is broadcasting in black people's interests. Everybody else is aligned against us. It's not accidental when you hear these kind of things. They know what they're doing. This has been the agenda for a long time. Now they're just coming out and saying it. Now they're coming out and telling you. Before now, they didn't have the courage to. Because if you spell these things out in plain English, you make yourself vulnerable. That's not what they came for. They didn't do this to be vulnerable. They did it because they wanted to make themselves
All right, I'm coming
invulnerable.
towards you.
And this has been an agenda going at work for a while. So when you have people out here trying to tell you this has something to do with us, that this is somehow related to black people, it isn't. And it is. It's not related to anything to empower us.
Oh, what the fuck?
It's not
He's
related
right
to
here in
anything that's
front
going
of
to
me.
empower us.
Yeah, point him.
And that's not the point.
Wait,
His
wait,
point
wait.
isn't to empower us.
I got you.
You've never seen,
I was shooting a guy far
Any
away, and
of
all of a
these
sudden he just
Democrats.
popped up right in my scope, shot me in the head.
you never seen them anywhere sitting up here. When was the last time you saw Chuck Schumer holding a press conference with a bunch of black folk talking about the dire need and necessity of reparations for us? When have you seen that? When have you seen protection against police brutality? When's the last time you saw him do something like that? Has he ever done that? No, you can't get your black representatives to do that. You can't get the black representatives to do that. Anybody who dismisses this right here, just understand they are in work
Ultra One,
against us.
in the area. Keep your eyes open.
They know it.
Taking effective fire!
And I'm going to say something that's going to upset a lot of people here tonight. But it's true. There's a good number of black folk who have an anybody but black agenda of their own. They are in favor of anything except doing anything for black people. Do you all understand that? Take a look at the old niggas in your family. Did he just say that? I sure said it. Take a look at the old niggas in your family. All these illegals I want to see, they've been under white supremacy's boot for so long, they're comfortable there. I mean, they bought themselves a pillow.
Look at this contract right here.
They are comfortable to the extent that anything else happening here, they can take that black people being empowered. That's scary. Y'all
Damn, this guy
don't
sucks.
need that money. You don't need no reparations. Okay, let's go ahead and make sure we stop Native Americans and everything else. Oh, I mean, they need that right there. I mean, you know, I saw that movie Dance with Wolves. They need that. I want you to understand that. It's not accidental when you see these kind of things. They know what they're doing. And you'll have black folk who they've been under the boot for so damn long, they'll just go ahead and go along with it. They'll just go ahead and go along with it. They're seeing black people empowered is scarier to them than anything else. This is why I talk to young people, because young people are not as afraid of power. If we can get to it young enough, that changes everything. We're gonna go ahead and open up the phone lines here and take a few phone calls, though. The telephone number is 646-787-1933. That's 646-787-1933. Your personal access code to the Black Channel. Let me get called code 202. You're on live with the Black Channel. What's your name? Where you calling from?
Yeah.
My name is Yusuf.
I got him.
Yusuf from DC. What's on your mind?
Thank you very much. I was just recently looking at the 1965 Immigration and Nationalization Act bill that was passed by Lyndon B. Johnson. And the bill, when he signed the bill, he was on the foot of the Statue of Liberty. And the bill, he said, quote, unquote, the bill that he signed today, it does not affect the lives.
Damn, I took out two. They're all right here. They're all right here. There's like four of them. There's two more. Three more. One just came outside that side. There's another one behind you.
They said it was the opposite.
Just disarm the explosive.
Lies.
If you can.
They said when he signed it, he said today
He's upstairs.
it is not a revolutionary bill. It is a revolutionary bill. It changed the whole landscape of America. So much so that the number of the, according to the
Nice.
number of new lawful permanent residents with green
I
cards
always open the door with all the people. I opened the door and there was 4 people looking at me.
to an average of about 1 million each year since the mid-2000s. So accordingly, the
There you go.
foreign applications have risen from 9.6 million in 1965 to a record high of 45 million
Oh shit, there's a guy
in
down there.
2015.
I got him.
So there's an estimate of a new
Bitch.
study from the Pew Research Center of the Hispanic Trends Project. And he said immigration
Alright, we gotta go.
5% of the U.S. population in 1965.
Oh, we gotta leave with the hostage or what?
So clearly they
Oh, I didn't know we had to pick him up. Yeah, I never did this mission yet. Nice. Just throw his ass in there. Alright. Let's save somebody else. I gotta do that 3 times. Yeah. Oh man, where you get shot? Oh shit, over there.
They clearly knew this.
Let's get cover.
Foresight about this.
He's rushing.
Stated the fact that Lyndon B. Johnson said himself, the bill that we signed today is not a revolutionary bill. He knew exactly what words to use.
Well, it's because they put in a poison pill.
A revolutionary.
If you're gonna,
Yeah, I
if
got
you're
him.
going
Yeah, I
to
got him.
disarm something
some
like
plates.
the Civil Rights Act 1965 and 69, yeah, you gotta have a
Oh, you need some plates?
separate
I got
poison pills. So what
2
they
extra.
do is they made these laws which did not go nearly
Ultra
far
One,
enough for
activity
black
is
folk.
increasing near your
And then
location. Stay alert.
immediately right thereafter, put in some laws that will destabilize and neutralize those laws over time. So, Dr. John Henry Clark just talked about this. All you great thinkers talk about this. Black folk think in terms of 5 or 10 years. White folk think in terms of 50 or 100. So they planned this and plotted this out and understood, okay, where would this take us in decades? The Civil Rights Act of 1965 and 69 will get them out
Find
the
and
streets.
upload intel.
Get them out the streets and get them home. Remember, that's always been the priority of black people, is getting us out of the streets. Getting us out of the streets so that you're no longer kicking up dust.
There's a damn hostage.
You're no longer destabilizing the situation. You're no longer making it unsafe. Get them out of the streets. Okay, we passed a law. Don't worry.
There's a hostage.
We'll get
That's
jobs.
way
We'll get
over there.
cheese. Don't worry, you'll be okay there. With everybody else, they're not offering
Here's
them
a
government
hostage.
jobs and government cheese. I want you all to
There's
understand
that
that.
one that's
Everybody else,
closer.
they're not offering them that. They're offering them something different. But you're absolutely right. These are poison pills, and there's been a non-stop parade of them. And let us never forget, Lyndon B. Johnson was a staunch segregationist. Let us never forget that. Kennedy only chose him because he felt like you couldn't win the South on your own. You're too much of a northerner. He chose Lyndon B. Johnson because, boy, you can win the South. Lyndon Johnson was never a friend of black people. They have tried to rewrite him as being one. That man was never a friend of black people. I don't believe for a damn second he had an epiphany. He understood, okay, we need to put these laws into place to get folks out the street. His job as President of the United States to make sure the government does not fall into disarray. Okay, he did that. And now we're going to put some new laws into place to neutralize the laws we just passed. Thank you very much for giving us a call. Let me get caller number 205. We're on live with the Black Channel. What's your name? Where you?
He's mad.
It's Uncle Charles from Alabama. You are so right, brother. This is the motto from now on, black people. No tangibles, no vote. Until we see something in writing, until we see something that's done for our people, we're not accepting anything. See, the day of the bucket of fried chicken and watermelon out the back door is over. That is over. See, you won't be giving us that and then saying, remember me when you go to the polls. It won't work no more. I switched to Republican. That's what I did. I believe that this country is in trouble.
The fuck is that?
I'm scared of a lot of things, brother, but I ain't never been scared of the grocery store. And I'm scared now. Because them prices is high, bro. Let me tell you something. People need to understand this civil rights movement. Black folks didn't pay for that. You had special interests. Jews paid for that civil rights movement.
Oh, my secondary gun is still.
With goat blood? No, we didn't pay for that. We got to stop accepting that fried chicken and that
Location B5, multiple targets on site.
Yeah, brothers. And yet, see us.
Ultra One actual. High winds are increasing in the AO. Move to an extract point before radiation spreads.
He's trying to get a message across to our people. No tangibles, no. I don't want no more of your talk. I don't want no more of your handshakes. And that's it. Black people, we need to stand up for one another. And listen to this. As long as you got black people that's trying to go the right way and stand up for their people, there's always going to be some blacks that going to play that role. And because if there was coons in the slave days, there's coons with suits on today. Believe that.
They definitely have their options for doing that. Thank you very much for giving us a call here tonight. Let me get caller area code 929. You're on live with the Black Channel. What's your name? Where you calling from?
Good evening, Jason. This is Daryl from Chicago.
Daryl from Chicago. What's on your mind?
Ultra One, be advised the hostage is rigged with explosives. You need to disarm him now.
With this situation, the trick back,
One guy down.
the way this movement has been going on, you said it loud and clear.
Two guys down.
Honestly, been saying this to people here. That's a good time lesson for you to be able to break it down like that. And we're going to support what's going on, but at the same time, we have to be aware that we'll be on call or we'll be due. And this is just a classic that a law has been said one way, and then you got something to back that law up, to twist it around the way you're going to say it. And the expert analysis that you're giving is tremendous, and this is something that's been brought to the table many times.
Ultra One, be
I
advised.
listened to
The hostage
Where the
is
hell is-
CIA.
Carl Anderson
Contract
states
failed.
some things that
Oh, he was up here.
off the charts with how the law and how they try
All the way
to play
upstairs.
the law. And this has
In
been
this
one
room.
of the things where everybody else is getting stuff but us. But
He was in
I know
there.
that we're going to get reparation. I know it's going to do it. They're going to try to water it down. They're going to try their best to do it.
Well, they're definitely going to
But
do
at
their
the same
best, but
time-
that's the reason for us to do our best. Thank you very much for giving us a call here tonight. Let me get Call of America
Yeah, another one.
770. You're on live with the Black Channel. What's your name? Where you calling from?
This is Dex from Toronto.
Dex from Toronto. What's on your mind?
I just wanted to buttress what you were saying. I must say that they're not even limiting the
here's
presence
one.
of black people to the interior of the
Wait
United
on here.
States. I just read an article from, I believe it was the New York Times, stated that the America, along with other rich nations, were now paying climate reparations, because that's essentially what they are, for loss and damage due to climate change to poor nations. Interesting how all these people can get money, with the exception of black people here in America.
Absolutely.
Get
You're
this
not
store real
viable without financial resources.
You find your
That's
house
the whole
place
thing.
yet?
And as black
Yeah,
people
I'm
are
heading there.
moved to be able to promote our interests, first and foremost, you gotta artificially profit these other people. This is why I said this a decade ago. Illegal aliens couldn't make it unless you give them free schooling, free health care, and free money. Otherwise they can't make it. They're not gonna pull themselves about their bootstraps. That doesn't work. That's fantasy talk. That's fantasy talk. They come and yell at us, thinking that we don't know any better. No, if you don't give them resources, they're not going to be viable. That's the way it's always been. Whether it was the Homestead Act, when Europeans came over here, they had to have some resources. You can't just come over here and give them a patch of dirt. I got to have a patch of dirt. I got to give me some money to prime the pump.
Radiation spreading.
Radiation is
So yes,
spreading
they're
through
giving
the area.
resources to get them
Advise
started
moving
because
to
they're
an
looking forward to the
extract
next
Make sure I got
500
enough
years.
gas masks.
The only legitimate threat to white supremacy is black people. That is it. The descendants of the slaves of American slaves are the only threat to white supremacy. Everybody else is snapping to attention and standing in line. We're
What
the
the
only
hell,
ones who
man?
actually rebelled and resisted. So now they're kicking in overdrive. They recognize who and what the threat is. That's what they're targeting. Thank you very much for giving us a call tonight. Let me get caller America code 415. You're on live with the Black Channel. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
This is Don P. from San Francisco, who's actually in St. Louis right now, checking the
Don
deal,
from-
trying to help our people.
All right, what's on
Man,
your mind?
you are so on point.
Go ahead, Don.
Okay, Jason, you are so on point, man. It's just live and in living color. Chuck Schumer knows the deal. My people in St. Louis, when they came and visited California, they said we would live in California except for the homeless population. And when I ride around San Francisco, there's been a total replacement. I mean, a total replacement in every sector in life. But as it relates to this law, I'm going to swing it back to that law. This is wash, rinse, and repeat. 12th century, 13th century, what the Catholic Church and the Papal Bulls in Spain and Portugal did to us, it's the very same thing. These people don't know a different playbook. And they continued up through chattel slavery and said, remember, after chattel slavery, we still own y'all and your children. It's called 13th Amendment. And so what I was thinking about when you were talking about people coming over was there's a little voluntary block where people have the opportunity to redefine themselves. And as it relates to this and other things, that box that says Hispanic, non-black. They check that box, reinvent themselves, insert themselves into the society. But isn't that what the folks who run the world do?
Well, they want to have the
They
ability
always
to
reinvent
define
themselves.
that. Look, with whiteness comes privileges, and when you are given an option of choosing it, then when they finally do, and I'm telling you, there's going to come a day that box is going to go away. and they will be given the ability to just be counted as white again. The only thing is that some of those ethnicities that are try to hang in there strong, they're going to get moved to the wayside. Thank you very much for giving us a call here tonight. By the way, that's another thing for you all to think about there. When the day comes that box goes away altogether. There's a lot of folk who haven't thought about that, but by the way, have you thought about what will happen when that box goes away altogether? Think about this that nobody else has said. So you'll have 45 or 50 million Latinos with a white population of around 210 million. Although it won't remain 210 long, because when you add the Latinos to them, what do you know? That white population is now spiked up to 260 plus. Overnight, didn't require a federal law, didn't require any type of political help. If they have the option to willingly classify themselves as that, what do you do then? Call of America 202. You're on live with the Black Channel. What's your name? Where you calling from?
Yeah, D from Upper Marlboro, Maryland.
All right, D, what's on your mind?
Great program you're doing this evening. This whole Chuck Schumer, what it is, I'm feeling this is another attack on the black community. Another wave. This time, I believe, in my opinion, it's a cahoots between both parties. Governors from the Republican Party allowing these wave of immigrants and shipping them to black-centered cities or areas to offset our numbers. And I think also this is the U.S. is doing a playbook from Argentina to the erasure of black folks, just like in Argentina. And I hope that we wake up and see this, and we get on code, and we need to be anti-immigration heavy and block this, because this is a coordinated effort that both parties are doing. And that's all I want to say.
Thank you very much for giving us a call tonight. Let me get one more thing here. Like I said, I was going to mention this here before that in San Francisco, they're giving guaranteed income to illegals. I'm not illegals, but transgender rather. Giving guaranteed income to them there. Your mayor, London Breed in San Francisco, let me tell you right there, she has been, they know how to pick them. They know how to pick them. They bring in individuals who have nothing but burning hostility towards black folk. So you sit up here and you have individuals who might look like you, but they identify with anti-black hostility around every corner. There is no way in the world you leapfrog black people and end up here. Except what you're saying to them is, hey, understand something, people. Where government money goes, government money incentivizes societal behavior. Let me say that again.